Morning. I'd ask Hans from the Expo Center to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the May 4th, 2017 meeting of the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners. My name is Bob Archer. I currently serve as chair of the commission and represent District 3, alongside Commissioner Shelley Bueller, who represents District 1, and Commissioner Kevin Cook, who represents District 2. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Before we get started this morning, I have a request to defer item B1. I guess we won't be opening doors for the sheriff today. If we could defer that to Monday, sheriff's representative was not available this morning. If there's not a problem with that, then we'll do that and move on to the first item, please.
First item is item 3, consent agenda.
Comments or questions about the consent agenda?
I have none. I'll move approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the consent agenda by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business, A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Commissioners, this morning we have vouchers that total $606,374.91. The highlights out of that voucher report: Department of Corrections with $141,809.83, of which $96,571.51 is Aramark, which is the food at the Department of Corrections. We have State of Kansas holding accounts for the motor vehicle fund of $184,947.57, health insurance premiums of $86,708.31, and then Parks and Recreation with $99,397.69. Those make up the bulk of the vouchers, and I would move for their approval.
I'll second.
Motion made to approve the vouchers by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. And that motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B has been deferred. C, Parks and Recreation number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-146-2017 with the Wakarusa Watershed Joint District number 35 for treatment of noxious weeds with a cost recovery rate of 100%.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Boyd, Parks and Rec. This is our standard service contract from noxious weed with Walker's Watershed District. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Questions concerning the contract?
None. I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the contract by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item D, Information Technology number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-147-2017 with LogMeIn, Inc. for remote computer access services at a cost of $3,999 with funding from the IT 2017 budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Pat O'Blander with the Information Technology Department. This item is for the remote access software that we use to reach computers that are here in Shawnee County from remote locations, and is very useful in situations where staff have to be away from the office but need to be able to get back in and perform work remotely. Very critical to our COOP plans, as if there's an emergency where people can't be in a particular location, to be at their computer, they can still remote in from other locations. So it's a very valuable tool that's critical to the business for Shawnee County. We're asking to renew the support for that for another year. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
It is absolutely critical. If there are no questions, I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
I'll second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item D2, consider authorization and execution of contract C-148-2017 with Layton Technology for use of their Audit Wizard software which that provides auditing capabilities that assist in tracking locations and quantities for hardware and software assets for 3 years at a cost of $1,485 with funding from the IT 2017 budget.
Commissioners, this item is for a piece of software that we use to track assets throughout Shawnee County. A very important part of what we do is not only track locations of where we've placed things so that we can find them later if we need them, but we also keep track of the count of each of the things that we've purchased, and in particular licenses for software. A lot of the agreements that we sign are dependent on or contingent on the number of licenses that we distribute, so it's very important that we keep within the counts that we've agreed to with companies that we've got agreements in place. So I'd like to ask for a 3-year renewal for that software. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
I don't have any questions. I will move approval of the contract.
Second.
Motion made to approve by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you,
Good job.
Commissioners.
Next item.
Item E, Administrative Services. Number 1, consider approval of request to advertise and fill the position of Director of Human Resources.
Good morning, Betty Griner, Director of Administrative Services. As I am coming to you to request that I post the position for Director of Human Resources. Jeff McMillan will be leaving us for family reasons. He will be returning to Texas. We will miss him very much. His last day will be May 16th. As you know, this is a essential role for the county and the county operations. So I would like to start recruiting for this position immediately. I've listed in the memo, kind of the areas that are covered under this position.
Questions, comments?
Just very sad to see Jeff go. He's been a good employee up to this point, and so I wish best of luck in Texas.
It's pretty flat down there, by the way. Is that a motion?
It is a motion.
I'll second. Motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Betty. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Good morning, Hans Niska, Expo Center. I would like to point out that we are in Topeka, and you commented on how flat it is in Texas. So. Kettle Black. I'd like to invite everybody out for another round of mixed martial arts fighting. VFC is in town. The fights are tomorrow night. Doors open at 6. Fights start at 7. And again, the local favorite, heavyweight defending champion Daniel Big Kansas Gallimore is defending his championship. So hopefully we can get some local flavor out. 2 VFCs ago, he upset. He was brought in as a local favorite for the main event, and he, with an incredible upset, took the belt, and he's defended it already once, and he's defending it again tomorrow night. So that'll be the main event tomorrow night in the 265-pound, which is a very large man, weight bracket.
That's why he's called Big Kansas.
Big Kansas, yep. You don't get that name for nothing. And then coming up, we have the Great Plains Cluster Dog Show coming up, May 10th to the 14th, which is a pretty fun show for dog lovers. And just like every year, our April showers bring Mayflowers and the carnival to the Expo Center. So that'll be from May 15th to the 29th. So everyone that wants to come out and enjoy a good family carnival, it'll be in the parking lot at the Expo Center. So that's all I have for an update from the Expo Center.
Very good. Thank you, Hans.
Good morning, Commissioners. Larry Moss, Shawnee County Treasurer. Well, it's May, and taxes are due on May the 10th. Just a friendly reminder. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Morning, Commissioners. Tom Black, Public Works and Solid Waste. It is the first weekend in May, first Saturday of May, so this weekend again we'll be having our household hazardous waste collection event. It's going to be 2 weekends in a row. We had one last weekend in conglomeration with all the other events that were supposed to be going on, but we will be having now our first Saturday of the month collection. Again, it's free collection for residents of old paints, herbicides, oils, pesticides, polish, light bulbs, batteries, things of that nature. Again, from 9 to noon at 131 Northeast 46th Street, which is a quarter mile east of the roundabout at 46 and North Topeka Boulevard on the south side of the road.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Anyone else for administrative communications this morning? Commissioner Bueller?
I don't think I have anything other than maybe a question for John Knight. How are we doing on lifeguards and the hiring of lifeguards? I know the pool opening, I saw a lot of activity
Yeah.
at some local pools getting ready, so how are we doing?
Good morning, John Knight, Shawnee Parks and Recreation. I don't have a update to today, but as of last week, we're still looking for many lifeguards, and not just lifeguards, but numerous seasonal positions. So if your son or daughter is coming home for college and you don't want them hanging around at your house, have them give us a call and we'll put them to work in Shawnee County.
Maybe we could get a little bit more detail on Monday?
Oh, yeah, I can bring in some detail and
I took a
have some.
look at the website, and there are a ton of jobs
Yeah.
available.
Yeah, there are.
And so I think it'd be a good idea.
And it won't do our business any good if I have to get into a swimsuit and sit up on the stand.
No, that's- I don't even
drive
wanna go
people
there.
away.
Sorry. Yeah.
Got a visual, didn't you, Commissioner Archer?
I'm not going there.
That's a visual in the meeting.
Thank you, Commissioners.
All right. Thanks, Commissioner.
Yeah, I had a
Sorry
visual
about
of,
that.
I had a visual of big Kansas also at the same time. But thank you, John. That was appreciated. Anything else,
No,
Commissioner?
uh-uh.
Okay. Commissioner Cook?
While not as exciting as MMA fighting, there is on Saturday morning, the Shawnee County Extension Council is having their plant sale, which may be as exciting as MMA fighting if you've seen the plant people line up early in the morning.
True.
It opens at 9. I'm sure people will start earlier than that to be there. Also, I understand that 11:30 this morning, there's going to be an announcement on the future of Stormont, or St. Francis.
Francis.
And so I look forward to that news as it is very impactful to our community.
Very good. Yes, that's critical information for our community. There's no doubt about it. The only thing I had was to remind, and I'll do this again Monday, and I'm sure Commissioner Bueller will talk more about it, but we have a JADO meeting next Wednesday. It's going to be a very important meeting. There are going to be a lot of action items to be considered. It'll be televised, and people should show up. It's going to be very important. And that's it. Next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
There is a need for an executive session to discuss employer-employee negotiations for a term not to extend past 10 minutes, and that's a motion.
Second.
Motion made to go into executive session for a period not to exceed 10 minutes, made by Commissioner Archer, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. We are in executive session. We are back in session. No action is required, and we are officially adjourned.
Just sit down. Can you walk in here and stand and then say that?